22-15 your team score lead for Grandview as we're back to action. Final two weights here, the NAIA portion of the NWCA Multi-Divisional National Duels presented by the United States Marine Corps in honor of Cliff Keen. Jason Bryant with you. We're going to go to 197, meet Grant Harrill from Grandview and Bo Davis from Indiana Tech. Both these wrestlers unranked, so this is the only bout of this duel thus far. We haven't seen at least one wrestler nationally ranked. Harrill, a senior out of Omaha, Nebraska. His opponent, Bo Davis, a freshman out of Garrett, Indiana. So with it a 7-point margin right now, this is one Indiana Tech needs to have to send it down to heavyweight and give the Warriors a chance to knock off the juggernauts of the NAIA. And right away, Harrell's going to drive in for 2 points. Not the fastest of takedowns, but he got it technically correct. Hit the knee, doubled off, finishes, 2-0 lead. With a tight waist to the near side is Grant Harrill. Look at that tight waist in the wrist ride. We'll get a fresh start going out of bounds. Riding time at 36 seconds. Indiana Tech's taken 3 of the 8 bouts thus far, the most of any team against Grandview this tournament, as only Great Falls and Campbellsville scored individual wins. And Harrell's just going to kick him out, so a 2-1 lead. Good frame on Harrill. Goes low ankle, doubles off. Nice move for the big man. 2 more, so now 4-1 for Grant Harrill. Win here would ice the dual meet for Grandview and their 5th straight National Duels Championship. And 1 escape for Davis. Just over halfway through this first period. 197 pounds, bout number 9 of 10. Well, looked high crotch there for a moment. Couldn't clear the arm. Collar ties, both are on the edge now, posting on the side of the head as Davis works for a 2-on-1 tie. Well, tries to pull his arm free. Lateral drop attempt goes nowhere, but you see Harrill keeping his foot in bounds, getting 2 and a count. From Davis's perspective, not a bad place to try that move, but he was actually too close to the edge. He actually got caught on his back. You see that out of bounds rule for college. Just 1 whisker can be in bounds. Well, whisker's probably not the best term to use because you pretty much have to be fairly clean shaven minus a mustache, as we saw from Jacob Cologne earlier. It's kind of the facial hair rule. We got some blood time to take care of. But so a failed lateral drop attempt ends up getting 2 and 4 for Harrill. So he's built his lead out to 10-0 here with 33 seconds remaining in period number 1.
And we have a winner at 65 from Notre Ohio, Juwan Edmond.
And as we mentioned earlier, no blood time in terms of a clock in collegiate wrestling. Training staff at Grandview highly regarded by the coaching staff. Coach Nick Mitchell the last couple years, barring a few things from his college coach Jim Miller, longtime coach at Wartburg, about how they do their postseason banquet. And bringing up all the athletes, the seniors, the captains, and even recognizing the training staff who are there with them. Broken fingers, twisted knees, in this case, bloody noses.
Ladies and gentlemen, in D2 so far, we've had 9 #1 wrestlers here at the tournament. 6 of the 9 have lost.
Looks like we're still getting this taken care of. Here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. This is Matt Mayhem. 5 divisions.
#1 ranked wrestlers in the country that were here this weekend.
Harrill rocking the Brian Shoot style chin cup, which both wrestlers are.
At this tournament.
Hard to believe it's been 31 years since Vision Quest was released. Yeah, 31 years since Loudon Swain beat Brian Shoot, giving Thompson High that big fall. Great book, by the way. As we are neutral, single leg attempt. Harrill going to hang on to it, shelves it, little back trip, and essentially tackles Davis down to the mat for 2 more. So now 12-3. Pouring it on is Grant Harrill. And we've got more blood. We've got a bleeder. It appeared there as if Harrill was wiping his nose on Nick Mitchell's nice suit. Grant Turner now stepping in, getting a look. Assistant coach and former Iowa State Cyclone. This is the longest first period of any bout we've had this evening. Kind of disrupts the flow if you're offensive-minded like Mr. Harrill is. Looks like we're going to finally put something on that. Not sure what those things are called. I'm not a medical professional. Now we're back with 5 seconds remaining here in the opening period here at 197 pounds.
First points on the G3 match.
And Harrill just going to hang on and ride out the rest of this period. Take a 12-3 lead. Harrill has choice. He's going to start neutral. Showed great proficiency with his takedowns in the first period. One fake. Going to try to catch Davis off balance. Little drag. Right to a double. There's 2. If this were freestyle, he could lace him up here, but this is not freestyle. He's got 2 on the takedown, extending his lead down to 14-3. Harrill's just going to kick him out for 1 escape, so now 14-4 with riding time. Harrill snatches up the ankle again, drives forward, drags the feet, and how are they going to call that as we went off the mat into the skirting there on the mat area, and they're going to give 2. This point's just probably insult added to injury. 16-4. And Harrill shows optional start, and he will kick Davis out, so 16-5. is the score for Grant Harrill, looking to lock this thing up for Grandview. Low ankle again. Little back trip, and he's going to take Davis over to his back. He's got to count. He'll finish it here. All he needed was 2 and 2, and that's what he's got, 2 and 2. And it will be a technical fall victory. 5 big points on the board, and Grandview has iced its 5th straight National Duels Championship here in the NAIA. A 20-5 technical fall victory at 197 pounds. Grandview up by 12. It's all mathematic at this point, 27-15. And that'll move us to heavyweight, where we'll meet 3rd-ranked Dean Broghammer, the sophomore out of Manchester, Iowa. For Grandview coming out there, he's going to take on Kegan Clark-Sanchez. For Indiana Tech, Logansport, Indiana native. Broghammer, good wrestling family. Returning All-American. Worked at underhook. I'll look the over-under. Going to fight for inside position here in the early going. Broghammer looking body lock. Steps through. He's in trouble, and he's going to throw. Clark-Sanchez down to the mat. Broghammer looking to put the icing on the cake here. Trying to settle back. There's the fall for Grandview. Dean Broghammer with the exclamation point. Going to make this final score 33-15. Indiana Tech gave it a run. Got as close as 19-15, but a clean sweep at 184, 197, and heavyweight gives the Vikings of Grandview and coach Nick Mitchell their 5th consecutive NAIA National Duels Championship here at the Multi-Divisional National Duels, picking up 7 of the 10 victories. Grandview losing just 5 matches in 4 dual meets. Impressive as they look towards Topeka in March.